first spoiled, we played the crap out of it, and it was one of our favorite little decks that we could just never beat aggro decks with. So when I saw one pop up in the 5-0 list today, was practically zero chance that I was not going to at least give the deck a try. I don't think it looks particularly great. I could see that it probably has some reasonable matches, but you know, this is more playing this just because it's kind of like a throwback to, like I was saying, you know, like a throwback to our beginning days as streamers. Or attempted streamers, I guess. We're not really very good streamers, but that's the main reason we're playing this deck. And I went over like why I think some of the cards are in the deck and what I would change, etc., etc. However, I hadn't pressed record. Feel like that's a must kill. Feel like merfolks are just going to go wider, larger, and faster than anything we can do. And I don't know how much we can do about that even. Maybe they'll find us something we can unsummon, but other than that, not feeling real positive, especially if the hand that we currently have. We do have some tools in the graveyard, though, or sideboard. We have a couple of these, which might be useful. Like, we can bring a couple more removal spells, but like, just none of that stuff's going to be particularly good. And like I said, you know, he's just faster, he's wider. There's just really nothing we can do either. That's the big problem. Like, we just kind of have to set and take it. We can't even block. Hey, now, how are you? Like this turn, he can attack for 6+. He's not even had a particularly good draw, and he's just absolutely shreked us. Probably should have scribed during my upkeep. That was probably bad of me. Yeah, deciding on what to play is generally the hardest thing for me to do. There's some world where like maybe we can find a way to do 13 damage next turn. Maybe we hit like a couple of lightning strikes or something. Oh gosh. Well, the positive note is he didn't make Chimera unblockable, so he's probably only hitting us for a little. Opt. What does Opt do? One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. I don't know if this does enough, but I'm going to leave it on top anyway, mainly because I'm not sure that we get very many better options. Alright. So we're at 8, taking a minimum of 4. To see what this thing does. Chart the course. What do you do? I think I'm going to leave you on top too. Just looking for like a lightning strike or something, I think. What do you do? Damage can't be prevented this turn. If a source you control would deal damage, it deals double that instead. Is that enough? That has to be enough, right? That just has to be enough? That just has to be enough. I had to double read it. I forgot which side of it done the double damage. 5. So we're attacking for 20 flying? We'll attack with this guy too because it's fun. It's 20 flying, right? Yeah. Alright, well, we found a way to win. I felt like we were playing Storm for a second. Yeah, I certainly did not expect to win that game. Wow. This deck's already made me smile. Alright, we probably want these here. We probably want this here. We probably want this here. This card's actually probably not particularly good. I feel like I'm just going to want almost all of these spells, right? Spell Pierce probably isn't great. I can't believe I didn't put good art Spell Pierces in my deck. Much frustrating. Kind of want everything else. The Soulscar Mage isn't going to do a lot in this match, is it? Like, there's just always going to have a blocker, right? Actually, you're probably worse than Soulscar Mage. I got it out of a treasure chest. You know me. I'm a treasure chest junkie, yo. Does that counterspell enough things to be worth it? It says non-pirate, right? Yeah. Like maybe these are just better than Soulscar Mage then? Of course, if I cast this, I guess it doesn't kill Soulscar Mage either, but... a hard decision. I just don't want to abrade. Take out like one card here? Alright, whatever. We're getting rid of an opt. I think Chart the Course is a little bit better. Yeah, they added 3, I think it's 3. I think it's 3 avatars. It may be more, it may be less, so don't quote me on that number, but I believe it's 3, and you can only get them from treasure chests. So, I had to have me a little monkey token, so I bought like, I think I bought 20 treasure chests, and opened them, and failed, and then sold the stuff back, and bought, I think it was 7 more before I hit it. Yeah, well, I mean, anything can 5-0. You got to keep in mind that, like, going 5-0 is a pretty small sample size in terms of matches. Like, we 5-0'd last night with that mono green deck, and I don't think any of us would accuse that deck of being good, would we? Anything can 5-0. Just... it's what 5-0's often that matters, which is kind of one of the reasons I dislike how they've changed the system. Alright, well, we're still just going to kill that. Can't see any reason why I wouldn't. We didn't even play particularly well last night. Just some days you're going to get there. Alright, so we mulliganed to 1 land hand, and now we have 5 lands and 8 cards in our 20 land deck. Yeah, I saw the donkey. That was on my list of considerations tonight. I was considering this deck, a black-white vampire deck, donkey's deck, and what was the other deck I was considering? Oh, that Tezzeret deck. I was considering that Tezzeret deck. I guess we'll start with this. We'll keep that. Have we? Let's see. We've done mono black. We've done mono red. We've done mono white, and we've done. Yeah, you're right. You are right, we did. Hadn't even noticed. Yeah, that seemed to be the #1 vote in my Facebook group, but kind of vetoed them. I just wanted to play Riddleform. Riddleform's just too fun. Kind of interesting. Things might get too big if I wait till next turn, but presumably they all won't get too big, so we're going to be greedy. That way I can try to get an attack in this turn. No, you're right. We're going to have to do blue at some point, I think. I definitely don't think you're wrong. I hadn't realized that, so I definitely think we're going to do blue at some point. I might have to brew the blue. We might have to brew the blue deck ourselves. Please don't put the counter on delete. Put it on like one of the bad hexproof guys or something. No second merfolk, please. There's only one card in your hand. That would be swell. Oh god, it's got to be the one that punishes us too. Like literally nothing punishes us except a second merfolk mistbinder. Why couldn't it have been any other merfolk in the entire deck? So we draw a burn spell. We're still okay, I think. But we kind of have to draw the burn spell now. Ooh. Well, that works. Still kind of behind in the race, but this is what gives us a chance. Like, we have a 3-3 to their 4-4, but we're lower on life, and then they have the deep root. Hey, Max, what's up? We 5-0'd with that green deck last night. Hopefully we can find some chump blockers or something. That's not a chump blocker. Unsummon. Well, that doesn't do anything here either. Best possible, I think. I think I have to just go ahead and unsummon this. I don't think I can let them draw a card. Think we're pretty dead this game, though. It would take a pretty serious amount of cards to come back from here. Certainly not another land, so that's 2 lands. There's another land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We saw... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We saw 10 lands and 16 cards. Yeah. That'll do it. Yeah, the deck was pretty fun, for sure. Cannons? Oh, the Kappa, sorry. I didn't realize you were making a joke for a second. I feel like this card's actually good here. Maybe I want this too. Maybe just screw Ops. Ops are kind of cool though. Unsummons aren't actually very good, are they? Alright, let's try this. Alright, this hand's keepable. It's actually a pretty good hand. Especially if they have a bit of a slower draw, but he is playing what appears to be one of the builds that's Finn on 1-drops. Yeah, looks like he's one of the builds that's Finn on 1-drops. So this hand was pretty good. I think we have a real good shot to go places with this hand. We have Chart Decor. We have Shock for his next threat. Then we have Chart Decor, so we get to attack for probably 6 this turn, assuming he plays anything. Merfolk Branchwalker. The brother has acquired an island. Go ahead and auto yield to my triggers. Said we were going to attack for 6 this turn, but I think I'm actually just going to wait and use the Chart of Course after combat. We lose a point of damage that way, but I think I value the card more. I'm pretty sure I just value the card more. This was from a 5-0 list. You just have to be blind. It was this today's 5-0 dump. We did nothing special in finding it. Makes me feel like he's gotten unsummon up because he had to have a better play than just a Merfolk on this turn. And he played the island before he even drew the land, so makes me feel like he has to just have something. Whatever, doesn't really change our play too much. We're just gonna like jam that, attack, and then play Enigma Drake. If it was Spell Pierce, he doesn't get any value out of it. If it was Unsummon, like he can bounce something, but who cares? Pretty hard to come back from where he's at now when we have 6 points in the air. Opponent playing around days. Alright. Well, we beat Merfolk. We are playing a friendly today, though, because I did not trust this deck at all. I still don't trust this deck. Well, I was going to pull the deck up, but whatevs. I do think how we won game 1 was really sweet, though, because like I thought we were dead that game, and we just kind of like stormed off a few spells and found an insult and injury that slipped my mind was even in the deck, and then we just got there. That was pretty hot. I think we have to keep this hand. It's pretty weak, but we have 2 removal spells, so Unsummon kind of does suck. Red Rover. Send us something that can attack for a point of damage on over. Hi, my name's Siren Storm Tamer. I'm gonna come over there and give you a hug. Ooh. This has to be not good for us. I don't know how we do versus the token strategies. At least pre-board. Bet our opponent can guess what we drew for the turn. Keep on keeping on. Well, they don't have lands though, so that's pretty good for us. RIP. They now have lands. We thought we just pulled into the driver's seat, but our opponent had to say, nope, you didn't. I think I'm going to start with this because I think I would rather chart a course this turn than anything. Our life's already kind of low. He's got like a lot of these builds have like some Effort Spear Harvesters. They might not be in the main deck, and the build with Jungle Pioneer typically doesn't, but we already have a pretty low life total, so that was some good cards. 3 removal spells gives us a lot of chances as long as they don't have expertise. It appears they don't have expertise, so that's good. They do have every Merfolk Branchwalker that was ever a Branchwalking Merfolk, though. So we're at 13. What are their best plays next turn? Assuming we kill this, they could Saram into this, and then they're attacking for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that would be lethal. So that would be lethal, wouldn't it? Could just... Alright, we'll just do this then. It's a good chance that we win next turn because we get to attack for 4 this turn. We have 6 damage in our hand and then 4 more next turn. That's assuming we don't find anything, but like, I don't know, maybe we don't. Wait. He only attacked with 1 thing, and then I've got confused. I feel like it's hard for him to beat Flyers unless he goes super wide, and like he doesn't appear to have gone super wide this game. That's a problem. I didn't expect him to have this card and that other card. That's a good chance that card just beat us. Very good chance this card just beat us. Need a land. That doesn't count. That doesn't count at all. So I think we're pretty close to just dead. I'm certainly discarding you. I'm definitely attacking. Now, I shouldn't have used the Abrade, I don't think. Alright, so we know both cards in his hand. One of them's a Peel and one of them's a Jungleborn. So if he plays Jungleborn and then equips his thing, that's 6. That's 6, 7, 8, 9 in the air, plus 10, 11 on the ground. So if he draws an untapped land, we're dead if we play Enigma Drake. How do we win if we don't play Enigma Drake, though? So we die to an untapped land, but how do we win is the question. 6, 7, 8, 9. We play Drake, we're dead to a land. We know the 2 cards in his hand. One of them is a Jungleborn Pioneer, which makes this attack for 9. And that would make 11 damage. Maybe we should have thought about this before we discarded the land. If I discarded this, Insult and Injury would have won, right? Yeah, insult and energy could have won if I'd played that differently. So, yeah. Shouldn't have discarded this land. Doesn't ship crew kill creature anyway? No, this thing's got 4 toughness. It doesn't die. I guess I'm just going to play this because I've already punted and it seems like it's my best option now. We just kind of need to dodge a... We just need to dodge a land. If he hits a land, we're dead on board. If he hits... Yeah, no, I feel like I could have made better decisions this entire game. I think I started relaxing too much and not paying enough attention because I thought I'd won the game. This is a classic mistake of where when you feel really far ahead, you need to try to think of the ways you can lose games, not the way to win games. Because I'd already thought I'd won the game, so I kind of turned my brain off, and then I put myself in a really bad situation. Sure. Alright. We know if you have all of this. None of this is new. That's 10. That does not kill us. We have chances then. We don't have very many though. We basically have to hit shock or insult. That's not a shock or an insult, so I think we're just dead now. Actually, we're not just dead now because there's a chance that he can't crew this at all, right? Oh no, we're dead no matter what. Well, we're not dead no matter what, are we? I guess it depends on what the thing in his hand is. We're not just dead. Depends on what the card in his hand is. Can't shock the jungle because if we shock the jungle, I guess we could shock the jungle probably. And attack for 3 that turn. Oh, we can't shock the jungle. We have to have the Riddleform to block because he can just tap our Drake and not let our Drake block the 1/1. So we have to have this at instant speed for this to even have a chance. Okay, he's got another appeal. That's most certainly game then. Yeah, so we're just dead. The second appeal kills us. He had to draw it this turn too because he could have used it last turn. That's disappointing. But I think I played poorly, so. These feel like they're good here. I definitely think I just played that game real bad. I don't know about the Magma Spray. They have Adorn Pouncers and stuff, but it's probably still just not good enough. Not sure if either of these cards do much here. Pretty sure I basically just have to win with Drakes. I definitely don't want that. I think I pretty much have to win with Drakes and Riddleforms if I'm winning. Spell Pierces are probably worse than Negate. Assuming I want any of this stuff at all. Which I'm not sold on wanting all of this stuff. I'm just looking at cards right now. We're definitely keeping you. We're definitely keeping you. We're definitely keeping you. We're definitely keeping you. We're definitely keeping the braids. I could see arguments for removing any of these cards. I can also see arguments for removing any of these cards. I have to get rid of 5 of them though, so like what's the worst 5? Kinda just want to take out some ops in like one shock. Thinking about taking out just these 5 cards. Soulscar Mages don't feel like they're going to do a whole lot either though, but maybe they can start attacking early. And we're just going to try this. I don't really want to take out more 1-drops. Ugh. Alright, I'm going to keep it. If we have a second land, I think we'll be okay because the Charter Course is so powerful. We did not get it. Still pretty happy with the keep overall. He's hitting great with those. Pretty sure this was a very easy keep. We're only playing a 20 land deck. So it's not like mulliganing gives us a great percentage to hit lands. What are they playing now? Just some kind of random double spell? Yeah, some kind of random double spell. We got another thrashing. Alright, double thrashing's probably enough to get us. Alright. Well, we've saw 4 turns and not hit a land. There should be sound. Just should be sound. Do I want to kill Servo instead? I think I'm fine killing a Servo instead. I don't know, we're probably going to have to kill him with direct damage, ain't we? Like, these aren't going to deal damage the rest of the game because he's got several 3/4 blockers coming out. We're going on an uphill climb now. Hey, there's a land. Just attack and see how he blocks, I guess. Like, if I just used a Braid on this pre-combat, he's just going to block with this regardless, so like this equals out to the exact same anyway. Either way, I'm killing the Brontodon, but this way it gives him a chance to make a poorer block. I should have used the Lightning Strike though because of Sky Sovereign. I'm an idiot. I just lost the Sky Sovereign last game, and then like I immediately do that. Legit just lost the Sky Sovereign last game, and then I did what I just did. Kinda want to make the same play. Like, killing the Brontodons feel fine for me. That's just not an intelligent block, is it? You can keep the cat. I think it's fine. He's gonna kill my dude, but like, I don't care about my dude. The dude doesn't do anything. So now we have to play this and hope it's enough. Which, depending on what's in his hand, is probably unlikely to be enough unless we hit like a fiery and like hit it on the ASAP. So next turn he can attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're like dead to any appeal. I think we'll just have to play this. We have to find a fiery like ASAP. Well, if we had a land, you take any one of these blue cards out of our hand for a land at random, and I think we have a good chance. That doesn't bother us too much. So we're at 4. We have to hit a land. We hit a land. Alright. Well, we do whatever we can to try to stay alive. We can draw an additional unsummon next turn, or we can try to block when it comes to this Pouncer. Been brewing a version of Riddleform I want to play. That card's pretty cool. I've played them in the past and I was kind of impressed by them, but haven't played them recently. What's in his hand? What is in his hand? I have no idea, Mark. That format looks terrible to me. And I've not read the entire spoiler. Sideboarded in archers versus me. It's not something I would have expected, but it's actually pretty good. Can't say anything negative about it. I just didn't think about it being a card. The fact that we're still alive entertains me, though. He's got a blossoming defense, the game's over, but at the moment, we're still alive. I shouldn't have discarded that. We've got charter, or I shouldn't have played that. We have charter courses in our deck. That was just me playing poorly as usual. Enigma Drake would go a long way. If we can draw it before he draws his land. We did not. Alright. An unsummon and then an Enigma Drake would go a long way. Alright, well, we're dead. But we kept a one land. We punted game one, I think, and then we kept a one land and game two. Can't be upset with those results. Like, I wish I played game one better. Pretty happy with how we played game two. Pretty happy with how we played game two, but I guess it's pretty easy to make reasonable decisions when you only have one land. It's a random 5-0 list I saw today. But we only have 20 lands, so I don't think mulliganing really increases our odds too much. I do value the scry a lot, but our hand was really good. I don't think I'm going to keep this hand because this hand isn't particularly good and this is an unknown opponent. Alright. We'll keep. Need lands, but we don't need that one, so. The last time we tried Riddleforms was back when it was new, and we felt like we needed 23 or 24 lands in those decks, so. Like, this isn't a big surprise to me that we're just, like, not playing Magic these games. Like, 20, you just shouldn't play 20 land decks in formats without cantrips and stuff. They're always going to have, like, a pretty large fail rate. Played versus Drover decks a lot lately. Yeah, but like decks like this are always going to have a fairly large fail rate. So why they're always just fun and not particularly good. What are you playing, friend? Friendo? Alright, I guess we're just going to sit here while he figures it out. Oh, another 3-4. Here, those are pretty good versus our deck that has 1-1 attackers. Well, at least we can still attack. He doesn't have a particularly good block. I'd rather attack than try to block because he could have Blossomy defense, a red removal spell, or anything, and I'd just get 2 for 1 the other way. Ronus. Not a fan of Ronus. Oh, we still don't have a land though. This is turn 5 and we've not drawn one even with a scry. This is Glorybringer, we'll just go ahead and concede. Close enough. Alright, so they seem a bit slower. So maybe we can protect this card? This is good versus Rigi, but I'm not sure what else is good versus. I've been taking this card out every game. Don't think I want many of our cards that are in our sideboard at all. These Spell Pierces don't strike me as wonderful. Could just try Chandra's Defeats then, maybe, but I think they're probably primarily a green deck. We'll just bring this Abrade in, I guess. I don't know what that can actually kill, but... Our sideboard doesn't seem particularly good for this match. I don't know, maybe just, if we knew he was playing Glory-Bringers, the Chandra's Defeats would be fine, but... Could just have Rigi, and I don't think I want him for just Rigi. Yeah, well, this hand's reasonable. It's reasonable. I like raisins. Guess I want to land bad enough that I'm going to do this. Also, don't think this shock's particularly great, so... JK, I'm going to keep the shock. We'll keep the shock in case we draw, like, Riddleform or something, and he plays a Drover. He did not play a Drover. Alright, Enigma Drake. Do not get Chandra's defeated, please. Do not get Chandra's defeated, please. It's no problem with our opponent thinking we're a mono red deck. Like, he still just sideboards in Chandra's defeats, right? If he has them. He may not have them, but... Opponent apparently just didn't keep spells. I'm fine with that. When is it appropriate to use the Rivulet on yourself to try to make your Enigma Drakes bigger? Is that ever appropriate? I have no idea. But the lightning strike's going to his head. Enigma Hey, he brought in Swelder. That's not very good versus me. That's not very good versus me at all. Get back in his hand. Friendo. Friendo. I hear you're a good Magic card. That might have been a bad shock because there's no guarantee that we could even turn on to Riddleform next turn now. Yeah, I'm not sure how much I like that shock. I mean, presumably he's going to play something for the Braids, but he could not. I guess if he doesn't tap his mana, I wouldn't want the Riddleform attacking anyway. Tweet. Tweet. Art on this card's sweet. Well, that's bad. I guess we're going to Scriven. Oh, we can't even play it. Can't play that either. Things are getting worse and worse for us. That's not a good sign, is it? Land? Alright. Go ahead and use your 3-mana burn spell on my Riddleform and beat me. See if I care. Yes, as I said, see if I care. You're not an Enigma Drake or a Mountain. Hey, you're an Enigma Drake or a Mountain. Giddy up. It's got 3 cards in hand. Presumably it's hard for him to kill this. Presumably. Let's say presumably some more. You do it. Don't you do it? What the hell is this? When Gearhulk enters the battlefield, you may have target opponent... Oh, who the hell cares? Wait. Have draw 3 cards. Sure. Glory Exert would definitely kill me. I kill you. We did it! We did it, fam! We won a game! Woo! You still show me nothing I can Chandra's Defeat. Show me nothing I can really Magma Spray. Show me nothing I can use any of this stuff versus, really. We're just gonna run it back. Why'd you throw up a little in your mouth? We drew an Enigma Drake and did Enigma Drake things. Let me get a couple of you little duders in here. The Soulscar Mages just have to be bad on the draw, right? I don't actually know what I'm going to do with any of these cards, but... I just don't think Soulscar Mage does much on the draw here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Soulscar Mage is exactly what I want. Well, this hand's great. This hand's good enough. We don't have any creatures or any red manas. I guess we put that on the bottom, unfortunately. Well, that's insane. I would be quite annoyed about that. Alright, well, I guess we're saving our opt. This card has to be bad when we're getting paired versus mono opponents with Thrashing Brontodon in the main deck. We've literally played versus 3 Thrashing Brontodon decks so far tonight. I don't know if anybody's realized that yet, but we've literally played versus 3 Thrashing Brontodon decks in a row. I think. I don't remember what we played round 1. I've saw Brontodon in play multiple times. Oh, what do you know? It's a Brontodon. We're going to draw Brontodons. No, it only posts leagues from the competitive. He just had the right pairings and he got lucky on lands for a while. And it's part of Magic, it happens. Guess we'll keep this too. Because it lets us go 2 cards down. Yeah, I kind of want to keep this, but we still don't have red mana. I feel like we still just have to keep it or we're not winning. Like, we'll find a red mana at some point, right? If we don't, we're just like super dead. Not just dead, but like super dead. Being super dead's the worst kind of dead. I don't think the deck's that bad. It's obviously not a tier 1 or 2 deck. You can do it, deck. Give us a red land. Ooh. You're indeed a red land. This is our only way to win? Are we supposed to play around a removal spell? Or like double removal spell? Huh. Kind of interesting. He's got the Prontodon up that can just kill the Riddleform. If we played the Enigma Drake, he could just untap and kill it, but like maybe he'll ignore it. If we don't play the Enigma Drake though, and we just like shock him and attack, and he kills the Riddleform and untaps and plays like one of his 5-drops or 6-drops, like maybe we can't even win the race at that point. There's a good chance we can't even win the race if we don't play it this turn. I gotta be completely honest, King. I have no idea this isn't my deck. Exclamation mark deck list will give us the answer. What do we got? Exclamation mark deck list. It looks like we've got 12 mountains and oh god, 12 islands. Oh god, this is horrible. 12 red, 12 blue. I got my eyes closed because I really am hoping this Enigma Drake survives. I think I just have to let him have the cards, right? Like, I don't beat that if I take X amount of damage here. Sure, you can have the cards, pal. I may not beat that anyway. I may just not beat that anyway. That's already 9 damage. Not actually sure what all he can play here, but we're definitely going to try to do something called winning. Hold up our negate and try to keep our Enigma Drake alive. Alright, well that's just 6, so... Or sorry, just 9 rather. That's still 5 off, so... That seems sweet. How are you going to beat me? That is the question. So 2 games in a row we've let our opponent draw 3 cards with a combustible gear Hulkerino. What is opponent's plan to stop our ghastly group of thingies, of duties, of poopies? that card doesn't help him. A mountain would go a long way as well. Like just better lands would seem like would go a long way. What are you? Alright, well they can have that. And a Ripjaw Raptor? Pretty okay if I'm playing a Ripjaw Raptor. Oh god. They didn't leave mana up to stop our 3-4. Well, that just has to be good, right? You can do it, deck. We don't need much. Just 2. Alright. We did it! Enigma Drake! Enigma Drake! I said yes. Enigma Drake! Need to try to build this deck that's got like Rekeeling Phoenixes and stuff in it. And has like more mana. Tweet, tweet. All right. We can beat mid-range green decks, confirmed. As long as they don't have Glorybringer. How crippling would Glorybringer have been any of those games? This deck's sweet. I don't know if it's any good, but it's sweet. Somebody left a message on one of my videos an hour ago, and I can't read it right now. Hey, Ocelot, what's up? I guess this is a keep. We get the Pirates, our opponents. You can't watch this travesty. You're just jealous that you don't have a Siren Storm Tamer getting ready to come down on turn 1. Look, oh, JK. We're upgrading. What are you talking about travesty? Look at this. We're mono red. What's our little vampire opponent gonna do versus our mono red goodness? Oh, don't play things like that. Our hand's real bad. I'll attack you. No block. Disappointed. Alright, I guess I kill this one. Just because I can unsummon the token or something? Gonna play this turn instead, though. $1-0 for each. Oh, there you go, Murph. There's our mono blue deck. We gotta wait till that thing gets released. No, I played so bad. Why did I do this? I think I just lost because I'm not bright. All right, this game's over. This game's so over. Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting crushed, and I'm not playing well. Which always makes it harder to not get crushed. Cool, I can't play any of those things. I don't want him to get more of these. I guess it's fine if he does. Alright, we're back in the lead. We got this. We have less than half the number of permanents our opponent has. Nothing's going to stop us now. Why? I thought I had a chance. Why, opponent? I thought I had a chance. I thought I had a chance. Whatever. Whee! Thought I had a chance. Shouldn't have played my land pre-combat because I could hit a Spire Bluff Canal. Wait, we do have a chance. I forgot this thing attacks for like bundles. So your Sanders is a chance as long as he never ever draws Radiant Destiny. Or, you know, another land. Living on a prayer. I guess this thing? Stuff's only attacking, so we find there. Just attack with them all, nobody cares. Why? Why? There you go. Why are you not attacking with them all? Thank you. Can't even... Could just have attacked with those and I couldn't have blocked, but he gets an extra point of damage in like this, but he loses a creature. He could have stopped me from blocking this turn if he felt like it. Well, at least we know he's got black in his deck now and he's not mono white. Oh, is that a good card? I play you? Yes, I'm casting you? We got this. Don't discount us. We got this board on lock. We've already won. Everybody's just disrespecting us. Can't lose. Can't possibly lose. Until we do. Well, I just don't know what he's doing with that. I guess I block you? Guess he's not thinking about unsummon. Got him. We're so clever. Ain't we just so clever, guys and gals? And other? Whee! Please never ever draw Radiance Destiny. Ever. Just never draw Radiance Destiny, please. You won't like me if you play Radiance Destiny, I promise. I probably shouldn't put this in combat. Oh wow, he's not blocking? Sweet. I'm having a lot of fun. Oh god. A bunch of damages. Should have tapped my mana differently. I should have played the mountain and tapped one mountain, one island. No, wait, that's fine. We have Siren Stormcaller. Whenever a vampire you control attacks, each opponent gets crushed. That's not fun. I don't want to get crushed. Get that out of here. Get that out of here, pal. Oh god, we need some help. What would win for us? Another removal spell would win for us? Because even if he gains 3 life this turn and goes to 9, another removal spell would kill this, and we win? Alright, we have outs. That's the best type of thing to have. We actually have draws that allow us to win. We sure do need it this turn though, don't we? Alright, well we get a redraw. Redraws are fun. Any red spell, basically. Any non-creature red spell will do it. Winner! Get the F out of here, pal. Hey guys, we won this game. Say hello to my little Drake friend. Nom 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 nom. Alright, so all it takes is our opponent to get mana screwed. And us draw really well. You haters! Can't believe you guys would hate on us. Alright, so if they're the black version of the deck, there's a pretty good chance that they are on a version that, like, the negates are really good versus. These are probably really good versus. This card's just not been great. You're probably better than the shock. Let's move these over here for a second. So let's set you right here. I don't know what I'm going to do. There we go. That's what I wanted to look at. We need the Soulscar mages on the ground to, like, kind of stop our opponent from just crushing us all the time. May want this Abrade too. Spot removal isn't particularly good versus them, but like some builds of them have like Spear Harvesters and stuff. And the worst case, the burn spells are good in conjunction with the Soulscar mage to kill like a Danto and friends. I think I'm just going to get rid of a bunch of ops. Maybe like one Storm Tamer. Could just be all the Storm Tamers though, because they have the 1/1 flying friendo. Let's go get rid of all the Storm Tamers. We will defeat you with flying. Alright, hand's fine. I have 1 drop. Ito? Owatito? I don't know how you pronounce your name, but thank you for the follow. Sorry I missed it. It was about 30 minutes ago. At some point, our stream manager will get alerts and stuff so we can see when that thing's happen instead of me just being blind and never noticing. Say hello to our little Soulscar mage. You have fatal pushes? Boo. It's better than you fatal pushing this, though, I guess. Actually, just going to pass here. I'd rather save the chart till after we Enigma Drake. I feel like this is one of the matches where we need our cards the most. Yeah, I'd kill most things that he plays here. Won't kill that, though, will we? Man, if he just untaps into Feast or into Call, we're going to have a problem. Like, we have outs to it, but like we can hit a Fiery or whatever, but we like don't want to see it for sure. It would put us in a bad spot, of course. Yeah, well, there's the Call. That's what we didn't want to see. Guess I'm gonna kill one? I don't know. Maybe it's just not worth it. Guess I'm just gonna hold up Negate. If he plays a second Call, we would just lose. We wouldn't be able, or second Radiance Destiny, we'd just lose. If he doesn't play anything else, we'll probably kill something at the end of turn, even though killing something lets us get negated. Maybe we don't kill anything at the end of turn. Maybe just go on about our day. Live our life. Champion of Dusk? Alright, I guess we're definitely killing something then. Certainly not looking good for us, is it? We'll do what we can, though. Drawing a gate a turn too slowly. And we might not be able to counterspell anything else, so. And I want to play 2 spells this turn to try to be able to, like, Soulscar Mage that away. Well, that's a good one. Yeah, well, that's disappointing. It's just whatever. Can't really do anything about any of that stuff. And we can still draw Fiery, I guess, and it clears the board. Maybe that gets us back in the game. Probably not. Alright, well. I don't know if it does anything, but. It's all we have, so it's not like we have options. If somehow the 4 cards in their hand were all blanks, we could win in like 3 turns. Yeah, City's Blessing's just an emblem now. It's like, don't you not... You click on it, it actually shows you City Blessing. I think they meant it to show here. I don't know. Yeah, if all 5 of these cards are just nothing, we have a chance. This little guy can get some work in. So, do we want to change how we sideboarded any? I don't think so. Like, maybe Chandra's a little bit better on the play. It still seems really hard to protect. Well, that card doesn't do anything. Huh. You saying there's a chance? I think opponent's saying there's a chance. Please no extra fatal push. Oh wow. We have a chance. If we win this game, I'm going to be real impressed with our prowess and our perfect play. You know, just the usual things you get from us when it's a Sirza stream. Never lucky, just always plays perfect and gives himself the most opportunities possible. Every match is a good match when you're at a Sirza stream. Please don't kill my things. I'll lose so bad. That's 5 mana. Alright. Don't have more. They've got more. No. Any spell wins? Any spell that goes to the graveyard wins. That is none of those things. Hey, yeah. But I was kind of priced into killing that thing next turn, which is sweet. I deserve to lose this game after jokingly talking trash. Like, I was not being serious. I was trying to make jokes, but I still deserve to lose. That was rude of me. But I am a rude boy, so it's okay. Wait. Is the opponent not doing the thing? Just take this, right? Because we could draw an Abrade or something and need the Soulscar Mage to deal damage. We can't actually draw an Abrade off reopening our graveyard, so the Soulscar Mage doesn't do anything, I don't think. We have unsummons. Unsummons. So it does do something. We do have unsummons. Cool, they're not leaving a black mana up, so that means we know Riddleform gets served in. And that'll do it. So we didn't have to think about what spell to keep because opponent didn't leave black mana up. We'd kept a chart either way, but that's beside the point. Alright. What do we draw? Whew. We did it! Pity chest in the friendly league with this deck. You guys said we were going to lose that match. Everybody forgot the power of the fiery cannonade. or everybody forgot that I'm really, really lucky. I think that's what it is. People just forgot that I'm like super lucky. Sorry, I just hit the mic with my hand. I did not game one. I don't know how we won game one. Oh, we're doing things. I might play his deck later tonight. Or technically Friday. There's a good chance that I play his deck. People are wanting me to play the Tezzeret deck, but like, it's got a whole lot of cards in it I don't want to read. I don't like to read. I'm from Kentucky. Not just Kentucky, but like deep eastern Kentucky. We don't like to read over these ways. Alright. Do we get a pity chest, or do we get the sadness of, or do we get the joy of the 4-1? If we get the 4-1, we're going to open some treasure chests tonight. If we don't, we probably won't, because we're kind of tick poor on Moto at the moment. We're playing versus Jaredon, 3-1-3-1, and he is currently playing. If only I had a webcam for you then, Sean, you could watch me dance like there's no tomorrow. Sorry, I guess nobody in chat knows what I'm responding to since I'm responding to a Facebook message. Just carry on conversations that people can only hear half of. That's perfect. Oh god, yeah, this hand looks great. And we'll keep it. It's a 20 land deck, and we have a scry. Like, I don't think going to 5 gets us a much better hand. No, not more merfolks. I don't know how we beat them the first time. I certainly don't want to play them again. This one, either A is drawing better or B has more 1-drops. I think having additional 1-drops is the key to having a successful merfolk deck. I think the people that just play like the 4 1-drops or the 0 1-drops are like probably doing it fairly wrong. I think that's the reason their success might not be as high as a lot of other people's with the deck. That's a real bad sign, by the way, that they didn't play any 2-drop here. Because that means they probably have like a bunch of 1-4s or maybe something else like that in their deck. Or sorry, the 2-4s. And like, we don't really interact with them profitably, especially in game 1. It just gives them way too much card advantage. You know he kept something, right? I don't think he just maybe he's like trying to blossoming defense. I guess that could be bad. Blossomo Defensoroo would be a problem. That could be what's going on here. Could just be blossoming defense stuff. Let's find out like this. If he defenses, I'll probably unsummon and just go ahead and attack this turn. Spell Pierce. Didn't expect that. Don't really like this play. Probably should have just let it stay in play, but it ties up his mana on another turn. I don't ever play anything but those, I guess. Feels okay. Ooh, got a second one of those? Alright, maybe opponent will make a bad block here. Because we're now officially out of Juju. I'd probably make this attack even if I didn't have the spell. So when having the spell, it makes it real easy to make the attack. He's already showed us counter spells. He could have Blossoming Defense, so I'm just going to go ahead and kill it. We'll have to draw an Enigma Drake, really, to win this game from here, probably. Maybe a Riddleform into a bunch of spells would be enough, but... Alright, that's not that bad. It's still pretty bad for us, though, because now he's got 5 power on table to our 2, and one of our 2 can't even attack. Enigma Drake would give us a good shot. Land Enigma Drake would give us a good shot. One of those cards doesn't do much. The other one of those cards doesn't do much. That's pretty good. I guess still... Alright, well, opponent's at least hellbent. Hey Heath, what's up? I think we'll keep that. Just take our damage. Gotta find something pretty soon. Well, spoiler, we didn't find anything. We might keep the Mistbinder at bay, depending on what he draws, but... Let's take 5. Alright, we'll go down to 8. Nice. GP Seattle, that's a long trip. Hope it works out well for you. I think we're going to go ahead and opt. It's just like a lot of things we really want to draw. Riddleform, probably not one of them now at this point. Hello. You're what we wanted. This thing does 8. So we have to deal 3 damage to potentially make it lethal. We are dead on board to Essence Scatter, but I don't know if that's a realistic thing to try to play around. But this gives us a chance to be lethal next turn. With some backup opportunities as well. Second red source to play a Soulscar Mage to block there would have made a large difference. If we're attacking with everything, we still just have to block the Tempest Caller, right? Because if we block here and he has a blossoming defense, we're just dead. If we block here and he has a blossoming defense, we at least get another turn. Dang, that Drake is cool. I concur, friendo. Drakearino is cool. It definitely changed this game. How long is it until GP Seattle? I actually don't even remember the date. So we have a Branch Walker in hand. Branch Walker does nothing. Now we have a Spell Pierce plus 8 or plus 4 in the air. I guess he doesn't have blossoming defenses in his deck, or he'd probably Silver Guild pre-combat. Alright, we win with the Flyers now. Don't think there's anything he can do. April 6th. Oh wow, that's coming up pretty quick. Alright. Nice. It's definitely coming up pretty quick. Alright, I think we want these here. I think we want this. I actually kind of think we want the Jace's Defeat as well. Somewhat like earlier. Spell Pierces don't seem great. Direfleet Daredevil seems okay, but not great. I don't remember what 2 cards we took out last time. I think we just took out 2 Ops. I think we're going to try to run that back. I have something on April 6th to play in, but I don't remember what it is. Oh, that's the weekend of Store Championships. Yeah, no. Yeah, I think that's the weekend of Store Championships and the Cavalier PPTQ. So that's the weekend I'm going to get me a playmat and probably lose a PPTQ. But I'm going to get me a playmat. Wow. And Blue-Black's a fine deck. I can't convince you not to. I'm pretty sure you're actually supposed to either play Blue-Black Control, Blue-Black Mid, or Grixis at this point. The like token decks and stuff are fine, but like, I don't know. It just feels to me like you have to get the right pairings a little too much. And I think in a GP scenario that like it's kind of hard to guarantee those pairings. I would definitely be playing a Scarab God deck though if I was going to a Grand Prix. Or if I was trying to win in general. So opponent's playing the build with just like all the things. I'm personally a fan of the black-blue deck. Bad mana scares me more than anything in Magic, and I feel like that deck just has an insane amount of good mana. And I think it's customizable. I think you can build builds of it to beat the control decks or builds of it to beat the aggro decks. So like I really like that. I could have just replayed Soulscar Mage, I guess, but that's probably wrong. I just hate I realize that like Grixis gives you the best colors available, but like I'm not sure that those colors are worth the mana. And the blue-black control decks are pretty good. They're like the best of both worlds. Really like those as well. They really don't have a spell? Interesting. Think I'm just going to attack? Try to chart? If they block and have blossoming defense or something, we have unsummoned still? Everybody tells me the mana's not that bad, but I think I just live in a different world than everyone else. Live in a world where math actually is a real thing. Like so many people don't live in worlds where math makes sense. They're like, yeah, I'll sideboard in this one red card and one mountain and not realize how statistically probable it is to get both of them in my 40 card draw. I'm the guy that never happens to. But that's okay. I've made my peace with that a long time ago. That's why we just like try to cast not very good spells on people. Dang it. Alright, well, we're just starting to play these now. Opponent's just like clearly not playing anything. He can have whatever he can have. We're just going to slam an Enigma Drake. If he has a counter spell, we're going to slam an Enigma Drake again next turn. We do have an unsummon if anything ever sneaks through. Owen and Brad both seem to like Grixis though, and like they're infinitely better than I'll ever be at Magic. But every time I try to play a Grixis deck, I lose some percentage of games, some percentage of matches even, just because one of my lands come into play tapped to win. If it came into play untapped, I just win. And I'm not sure how high the power goes up to get that third color. Our Merfolk opponents just not did anything this game. He didn't do much game one either. Pre-combat Enigma Drake so I can press F6. That's my favorite thing to do. We do close the game pretty quickly though, if we get there. Opponent's got a lot of spells in his deck too. Like he's already played 3 spells. Alright, I guess I have to attack pre-combat this time because he has a Blossoming Defense. The Soulscar Mage is dead Areno. The Soulscar Mage. So now we can press F6 again. And next turn, if he doesn't have the counterspell for this insult and injury, things are going to be fun, at least for me. I think there's a good chance he has a counterspell though, because like he's not playing lands or anything either. Either way, we're going to make him show it to us. Definitely just going to go for the win in a spot like this. I guess we don't even have to, do we? We can just like lightning strike his face and unsummon one of his dudes and still just attack for the win, right? They don't even have to blow the insult. We don't even have to unblow the insult. Your face. This lets us hold up a Jace's defeat too in case he does have something. We can pay for Spell Pierce here too. Alright, whatever it is, we're just going to counterspell it. Because it makes these things deal 5 each. And this is 3, so that should be 13. Enigma Drakes. Doing people dirty. Enigma Drake's doing people dirty, yo. He's gonna have a fog or something. He somehow snuck 1 green mana fog into his deck. Opponent's nice. I like nice opponents. This is the one thing that I dislike from Magic Online and the Paper Magic. One of the things that I love about Paper Magic is the social aspect of it, and it's just not things that you typically get online. Nine out of 10 people that talk to you online are complaining about their luck. They're not like saying you had a cool deck, or they're not trying to get to know you or ask questions or anything. They're just like, oh man, you drew so good. If you didn't hit that land, you know, we had to got you. That's my only complaint about Magic Online. I love the client. Like, tons of people hate the client, but I personally love the client. Like, the client's got everything I want. I don't want a bunch of pretty graphics and stuff like that. I want it to be a basic game. I basically just want it to be a virtual tabletop. The shuffler can be improved, but I don't complain too much about the shuffler, even though like I realize it's kind of coded poorly. And I don't say that as like a whining person. I say that as somebody who went to college for programming. Like that's what I went to college for. And like it's programmed poorly, but like it's programmed fairly, right? Like your opponent gets the same amount of shuffling problems that you do on average. So like you can't really complain about that, but I wish it was a little bit better. Heath, I was afraid this deck was going to suck, so we played a friendly league tonight. And by the way, the deck was not very good, but I was too afraid to play this in a competitive league. I was scared to death. Anyway, let's open a couple of the chests. Darkest Command used to be worth something. Sorry. You can understand why I didn't play the 20 land Riddleform deck in the competitive league. Oh no, God no. You'd be hearing me rant this entire time. Underworld Connections? That card used to be sweet. This card's over 5 tickets. We'll open the other 2. If not, I'm going to sell them. It is not over 5 tickets. Therefore, we are going to sell the other 2 chests. Got to pay for new cards somehow. Got to start saving up for Dominaria. Set looks sweet. But yeah, the deck was fun. It reminded me of the old days. Back when we played Riddleform when ours was out. Had a lot of fun tonight with this deck. I don't think this deck's particularly good, but like, this is definitely the type of deck you can like play in a league and expect to like 3-2 a decent amount with, or like take tough Friday Night Magic. I don't think you're going to win a Grand Prix with this deck, but the deck was pretty fun. I didn't play great. Had a lot of fun though. Riddleform and Enigma Drake are just really sweet. This makes me want to play some of Holy Diva's Modern Bruce. Or maybe we'll try Turn Edwin's deck that he sent us once, because he had a Enigma Drake Spells deck that also had Rekindling Phoenix in it. And it had a higher land count, and it had Cryptic Servant. And that card, or that deck, seemed kind of interesting. Chart de Course was absolutely great the entire day. We got one cheeky win with this Insult and Injury, which was really nice. We won more than one game with the Insult and Injury, but like the game that we like charted into an opt into an insult was like really sweet. But long story short is, I had a lot of fun with the deck. I'm not saying it's competitive, but like you can play it and not be embarrassed. The land probably needs fixed. Having 12 red and 12 blue sources just seems awkward. Maybe that's the best you can do land wise, but like I don't know. It feels like a even mix isn't right. Like we most of the games that we lost tonight were just like large mana issues. All right, who all can we host tonight? We don't really even have that many people here, so I think we're just gonna go ahead and throw them to Chris. Chris gave us a nice big host the other night, and he's playing Standard. The only person on my friends list is actually playing Standard. Aggro Fiend, Z Magic, Darkest Mage, Caleb, like the Legacy dude. Forget his name. Why am I blanking on his name so bad? Jody Keith, that's his name. But anyway, they all seem to be playing, you know, like Draft or Legacy or Modern. But yeah, so we're going to hop off here. Thank you guys so much for following us, and there's a good chance I'll be back in a few hours for the Friday stream, but like, kind of sucks to say that because the people that are watching on YouTube could give two craps, and most of you guys could probably give two craps as well. But anyway, take care, everybody.